Hi, tonight we're going to talk about don't fear God, love God. Fear and love are opposite poles. If we have fear, we neutralize our love because love is trust and fear is opposed to it. Fear is self-imposed, holding us back, like being chained with it, imposing confinement and keeping us from what we are to be, while love is freedom. Fear comes from our rational mind. So to move away from it, we use our heart and soul. Our soul connects with other souls, so our heart makes contact with other hearts. Ministers that preach fear of God don't know the love of God because their faith is in the antagonist, not the divine being. That is why they are not afraid to turn into racist, sexist, or homophobes that are antagonistic towards others. People who love God do not fear God, but might not like the believers that are dogmatic. How we see God is a reflection of ourself. If we see fear and blame in God, then we have fear and blame inside us. If we see God full of love and compassion, then we have love and compassion within us. The Bible says in 1 John 4:18, "There is no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear. For fear is to do with punishment, and whoever fears has not been perfected in love." Dale Carnegie said, "You can conquer almost any fear if you will only make up your mind to do so." Remember, fear doesn't exist anywhere except in the mind. Aldous Huxley said, "Love casts out fear, but conversely, fear casts out love. And not only love, fear also casts out intelligence, casts out goodness, cast out all thoughts of beauty and truth." We fear are insecure and jealous because we are frightened, worried, and rattled in the mind. Beyond the mind, we are vibrations of caring, charity, kindness, and love because we are free-flowing energy with love in the body or in the spirit. We are not afraid of change, and it is for the best, because love is all there is. Outside the confines of the time boundaries, in the limits of time and the mind, there are birth and death, past and future, good and bad, among others, in the creation of duality. In the pure love perspective, there are no outside boundaries that limit existence. There are no opposites like love and fear or the different degrees of love in between them. In a time-bound state of living, there is more than one, but outside the container of time, there is only one energy, love. Duality, opposites, and separation are a part of creation, but outside of the physical plane, we are like an ice cube that melts back into the ocean of love. Our soul has an inclination to reconnect to the love in the ocean of consciousness. John Lennon said, "There are two basic motivating forces, fear and love. When we are afraid, we pull back from life. When we are in love, we open to all that life has to offer with passion, excitement, and acceptance." Gary Zukav said, "The opposite of love is not hate, it is fear." Sivananda said, "Love expects no reward. Love knows no fear. Love divine does not demand. Love thinks no evil, imputes no motive. To love is to share and serve." When there is only love, there is nothing to collide with it, because there are no opposites, and antagonistic forces to prevent it. We are contracted with energy continuously moving and vibrating according to our feelings and thoughts. Our thoughts and feelings lead us away from our pure vibrations of love. The infinite is without limit or an end, as it is all-pervasive energy in everything and everyone. When we get in touch with the pure vibrations of love or divine presence, we untangle from our thoughts and feelings, and our energy is able to flow freely. We awaken to our true nature of love in the body form, and beyond it, if we see love as our core essence appearing in everything. We see the perceptions of our mind also coming out of universal love. When that happens, we see love embedded in our thoughts and feelings, so we lose fear, insecurity, and jealousy. These things in our mind lose their importance, and we are no longer caught up in them. We stop ignoring the love energy around us, inside us, and react to love vibrations and not the ignorance we were caught in. It is called ignorance because we ignore the love that is always present. We are not afraid to love, but we are afraid of not being loved. Rumi said, "Close your eyes, fall in love, stay there." Nelson Mandela said, "May your choices reflect your hopes and not your fears." Bertrand Russell said, "To fear love is to fear life, and those who fear life are already 3 parts dead." There is no fear when we choose to love and dive deep in it and get out of the shallows. Being shallow, we think fear is stronger than love, and we miss the simple thing that love is all around and inside us. Unawareness of our divine nature suppresses love and stops our energy from flowing to love when we are in love and always loved. When our focus shifts from our mind to our soul, it clears our energy to flow outside because it liberates our mind. When we recognize we are in the loving space of one consciousness, life easily flows, accepting everything as it is. We automatically are free to love and be loved, not afraid of God, but loving everything as God. There is no fear, no conflict opposing love, generating fear when we are in the consciousness of oneness, as we bathe in eternal peace and love. This non-dual experience recognizes the world to be real, but only limited in the constraints of time. So we are in the bondage of time. In awareness, we exist outside of time, in love, and when in time, we bring into existence love and peace as warm, kind-hearted human beings. Ram Dass said, "If you want to cure the world, don't emanate fear, emanate love." Jim Carrey said, "Choose love and don't ever let fear turn you away from your playful heart." Osho said, "Don't move the way fear makes you move. Move the way love makes you move." Thank you.